Hey, this is Donatelito Cryptonium, Don Cryptonium, and today the update on the Stargaze chain. The sponsor of this channel, the longest sponsor of this channel and long-time supporter, Stargaze blockchain, the NFT chain of Cosmos, the NFT hub, the major place for anyone to drop the NFT and NFT infrastructure. And we have something new coming on the Stargaze. A community member, Rarma, has been working of increasing liquidity, of solving the certain issues that the Stargaze has. So this is what we are going to discuss today, and then some updates and some of my personal thoughts in regards to Stargaze chain. Okay, so Rarma lately been engaged with the Stargaze, creating Liquidity DAO. And the purpose of Liquidity DAO, you need to understand. So Stargaze and Stars token, you know, what's important there? Deep liquidity for trading the NFTs, especially because the native currency of the Stargaze ecosystem is Stars token. So you want to ensure that this token is accessible, that people who use this token have always good price for the Stars token to trade in NFTs. Because if that not happen, you know, if you have expensive NFTs, the price will go up if it's denominated in Stars token, and then price dumps if the NFTs are being sold. So you want to avoid that as much and improve that economical infrastructure of the chain. And it's also great to see, because I think it's one of not many chains in Cosmos that creating this community culture where Rarma and others can do. And in the future, I believe it will reflect in this chain being the place where everyone who wants to do something fun will be deploying their project. So this is very, very positive sign. And obviously, I'm going to discuss this Liquidity DAO. So I'm going to move to the Commonwealth. It's nicer being done here. So establishment of Liquidity DAO, you know, it's just organization that will be managed by the few people, and request 25 million stars. I don't think it's much, you know. There's like 800 million stars in community pool, and before you scream about anything, these stars will not be dumped in the market. So the first step, we are moving 25 million stars to the DAO, and the DAO members are not receiving any tokens for that, and these tokens is not being sold. So redirection of the mint fees to Liquidity DAO. Stargaze now supports the minting assets not only in stars, but you can do it in USK. And you can do it in USDC, okay? And as you launch the collection in this asset, there is a mint fee, which is, I think, still, I believe, 5%, right? So imagine someone makes $10,000 of collection and there is 5% fee, that's $500. This $500, or whatever the sum will be redirected to the pool of, let's say, USDC/stars. Or it will be redirected to the pool, let's say USK.stars, because this is two stable coins that are being supported, or other assets. It could be Atom and so on, as long as they are supported, right? Discretionary liquidity deployment. It will maintain autonomy of allocating liquidity. So the people who will be part of that, who will be engaged, will be having autonomy where they will be allocating this liquidity. And you know, I don't have to read to say it's good one, because you want efficiency, right? You want people to have like who look after that and be like, oh, deploy liquidity here. There is a lot of trading, and so on. Diversification via loans. Okay, so something I really like, and I think this is the Manta expertise coming on, and some strategy that Manta really executed perfectly. If you don't know what is Manta, Manta is the DAO on Kujira that is growing rapidly and increase and it's to say they increase liquidity is too little to say. Okay, they exploded with liquidity. So the Liquidity DAO will use a conservative risk to the loans against the stars to borrow the token and maybe provide them to liquidity, use the strategies, and then repay the loans. So there will be more money being made than owned, and the risk meant to be managed, that there is no risk of liquidation, okay? Which is another great point, because once again, Manta DAO was using that strategy and they were very successful with this specific strategy they were doing. And part of this DAO will go to incentivizing pools. So you have the pool Stars USK, some incentives of that. So not only liquidity is provided here from this DAO, but also users can provide liquidity, hence deepening liquidity and making the market of more efficient. And obviously the point that the stars tokens will not be sold, which is something that maybe could have some concerns of the people. What you want, meow? What you want, meow? Sorry. So members of the DAO, Rarma, which is good author of that, and like really he delivered tremendous job here, and it's lucky he got engaged with the Stargaze, because this contribution is really one of the best contributions you have seen in the past year. We have 2 members from Manta DAO, seeing how great expertise they given the take into building Manta DAO, having them on board with the Stargaze couldn't be better, you know? And I think this is only strengthening the partnership between Kujira ecosystem and Stargaze ecosystem, okay? And I could not be more excited about this, and I hope it will be just as successful as the Manta DAO is in building liquidity. And of course we have 2 team members, which is Ruan, and we have Jorge, who is one of the co-founders. So like I really like every member of this DAO. Okay, Bonzi responded that he's mainly in favor, but he had a disagreement of redirection of mint fees to liquidity DAO. So, you know, I don't want to read all the comment that we have here, but he would rather be conservative and don't want to add this necessarily to the liquidity DAO, but he doesn't want the risk of loss, right? So this mint fees can be directed to treasury and just held without the loss. And obviously, fair point. I wouldn't have opinion. I like the point of Rarma, just increase liquidity. Let's do more of that risk management. I think Stargaze was too conservative in managing, and because of this, there was no really diversification, and that really backfired at the certain point. You know, like few words on that, which I mentioned already at the start. Really like to see Kujira engaged, really like to see Rarma engaged, because people don't realize what's maybe sometimes the community. I think there are like different communities in Cosmos. Personally, I would say there are like communities of bozos. And I'm not saying that to offend anyone, and there are like communities that are more fun. And I think the community around the Stargaze is more fun. I think the community around Kujira is more fun, and this is perfect synergy there. You know, let the bosses play with themselves. We are gonna build here. We are gonna build fun and be engaged. You know, when it comes to what's happening on Stargaze, what I personally want to see, I think it all going to the. I'm patting meow, by the way. It all coming to building infrastructure for the next wave of finance, of the DeFi finance. You know, still majority of that is Ethereum, no question asked. You know, Order Book, Blur, which is building now its layer 2 to build that infrastructure more for financial NFT. The alternative would be Cosmos Chain. You can build that within the Stargaze. You know, obviously Cosmos is lagging indeed, but the infrastructure scalability is there. We have Infinity Swap, which I must say it's been delayed. It doesn't have the user experience it's supposed to have, so I hope it's gonna happen. But across the next year, I will be seeing the development of doing that. I want to see more of the development, improve user experience of Infinity Swap. I want to see staking of the NFTs. I want to see borrowing against the NFTs that are liquid. But of course, to make NFT liquid, you need to have deep liquidity within something like Infinity Swap, right? So there are certain obligations to do. I'm looking forward to see order book at some point. So this is my plans. This is my prediction for 2024 that I think are crucial to happen. You know? So yeah, order books, lending, borrowing, swaps of the NFTs, financialization of the NFT space. So let me know what you do think after this. If we will see that in 2024. Is there anything else that should be? Of anything else, I'm thinking NFT perps would be indeed possible. For that, you need fast infrastructure, right? We don't have non-volatile NFTs. It's easy to manipulate marketplace, but why not having, Ethereum NFTs, just futures deployed within Cosmos, right? For increased efficiency to gamble on the NFT value. And with that, Don Kryptonium's out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Proposal will be soon, I assume, and I hope it will pass because there is no reason for that to not pass. With that, Don Kryptonium's out. Till the next time.